Guys, I'm back. Decided that today I think I'm going to talk about when my symptoms started and how they progressed throughout the years. When I was younger, I always had headaches, always tired quicker than most people. Still, I was hyperactive. Oh goodness, I was really bad at that. I feel sorry for some of my babysitters and my parents. But I thought everything was normal just because, and the heat made it worse. But again, I thought everything was normal. When I got into high school, I some of the symptoms got worse, like my my migraines. I just thought they were normal headaches, but they were. I had them on a consistent basis. And I was constantly taking ibuprofen. Nothing else worked or even helped. That didn't help much, but it helped at least a little bit. Um, it got to the point to where there were a couple times when I was wearing my hoodie, I hood over my head because the light just bothered me that much. I even had a dizzy, not it wasn't a dizzy spell. I got weak and right after class, and my grandparents ended up having to pick me up because of it. That was like the first episode of this I'd ever had. I didn't even know what was going on at the time. Things actually started getting worse after I started college. My headaches, my migraines I constantly had a headache, like in the background, and my migraines got more persistent and lasted longer. Being in the dark helped a lot. I ended up having to I was in ROTC my first semester in college. Ended up having to drop out of that partially because of some of my food allergies and the MREs. I couldn't eat those. Um, I was in marching band. After 3 years, I ended up having to drop out of that because I just couldn't. I had too many problems. I was missing practice too much. Started to miss some work and school, so I had to drop out of marching band. My 4 year college turned into being 8 years. I still missed a lot of classes, so my GPA dropped. Um, I worked at a copy center on campus. Ended up having to drop out of that because not only was I having, migraines, I was having some spasm. My leg spasms were getting worse, and at the time it was just my legs and arms spasming. Um, and so I couldn't work, and I finally had to quit. I felt bad because that place helped me out a lot. My my boss was very understanding about everything, but I was so close to graduating that I still haven't graduated because my GPA was so low. Um, because I missed a lot, and it's counted against me on some of them in some of my classes. And so I was unable to graduate. I tried to go into I was majoring in geography, and then I tried to go into a general studies major and minor in geography, but they weren't working with me, and I finally I'm too tired to mess with this, and so after about 8 years, I had to drop out of school because it got a lot worse, and finally I had decided at that point because I had started doing having whole like full out body spasms. Like I said, it looked like I was having a seizure, and I wasn't. Um, I was fully conscious. I knew what was going on. I couldn't respond, but it was at this point because after I dropped out of college, I had tried to volunteer at my aunt's flower shop, and I did for a couple weeks, and then my spasms started coming back, and all this time I had tried not to get on disability because that's not what I wanted. I learned that, like, I grew up, I have to earn my money. I couldn't get it given to me. But at this point, I realized that I couldn't do it on my own. It was hard. That decision I had to make, I finally, all right, I probably should have done this a couple years ago, but I need to get disability. Well, it's been 2 years now, I think, and I'm still trying to get it. I have been denied about 3 times now. I'm still, they said that I should be able to work, but I really can't. I am not reliable at all. I would miss quite a bit. I have I have tried. Like I said, I've tried volunteering at my aunt's flower shop many times, and like the last time I tried, I didn't even last a week. Um, so this has been a huge roller coaster. I hope that you guys learn more about what's going on because I know there are other people that go through this, and not a lot of people understand. And I understand that. I have problems believing myself sometimes just because there are days when, oh, okay, I'm fine. Well, maybe I could work. And then, I have an episode and I'm just like, and I'm out for the next, 3 or 4 days, sometimes a week or two. And I'm just like, okay, maybe I can't do this. I do try to stay positive, which is hard, but I still try and I try to stay active. Again, hard, but I feel like I gotta try. Um, I'm I'm getting bored and I don't socialize, so I'm missing people a lot. So, like right now, I'm on a dating app, Bumble, just so that I can talk to people. But right now, I'm going to some activities at my grandpa's assisted living and quilting for a cause and art classes. So far, I'm getting more socialization in because of that, and the residents there seem to enjoy it too. So if you've got any questions, let me know, and I will try to answer them if I can. Thank you.